Good morning, everyone. I am P. Harshita, 24KD Q0. So today we are here to give our group discussion on a topic: the future belongs to lifelong learners. So, Gnanaprasanna, what do you really think about lifelong learners?
Firstly, lifelong learning is very much important, Harshita, because we have to learn the things which are coming in our life as new or old. We have to update ourselves. So lifelong learning is very much important for all of us.
As we can see that the IT company is also choosing the lifelong learners because if we choose one project, after the project we will choose the another domain. So we have to adapt quickly to the new project, as the lifelong learners can able to learn the new things quickly.
I too really agree with Ritesh's point because nowadays so many things were updating themselves. Like for example, let us take AI. So we are getting so many new models. So within 2-3 days only we are getting new models. So we should really adapt to the new technologies so that we can be stable in this software industry.
Yeah, that's right. In this present era, many technologies are. If you learn one technology, it's not enough. We need to learn more technologies and more skills in daily life.
Really for that, technologies are changing very quickly. Degrees are not important. Practicals are very important.
Good grades are useful, but learning new things are useful to stay.
Yes, in my opinion, new technologies and skills are opportunity to build our career better, and we have to update to the new skills and the new technologies. What do you think, Prasanna?
Even our degree is not enough, because now what we are learning are those languages are very old. So currently many new languages came into the industry, so we need to learn. So we will be having a continuous learning.
Yeah, our degree is only not enough for a job. We can learn also new techniques or new technology skills. Or we must improve our knowledge and adaptive to new technology.
That's right. Continuous learning gives us to more confidence and more skills and gives to more challenges in our life.
To have a successful career in our life, we have to improve our technologies.
For example, as a college students, we are learning programming languages and skills in college, but in coming for upcoming skills and technologies, we have to adapt to it, and we have to learn for.
So, Apurva, I also want to add a point. Like in previous days, for our seniors or our super seniors, so C language and Java are the basic versions. But upcoming the future, or else for us, the interview pattern has been changed. Like new emerging technologies were happening. So for this, we must be ready for that. So for that, continuous learning is very much important. So in real time, we can take an example like our teachers ourselves improve themselves and also adapt to new technologies and teach for us. So for me, the real lifelong learners were our teachers and also the software employees. So
So even in the companies also, if we think the people who are joining as a freshers, they are having the high availability and high famous things. So because they are learning the current languages and they are updated with the current ones. So the company recruitment team also thinks the people who learns the present famous things will be very much useful. So the people who are joined at past years, they are having these removing process all this.
As you can also see that in IT companies nowadays the layoffs are more. So as a freshers, if we join a company, if we are getting laid off, so if you learn the new technologies quickly, so we can able to go to the another company.
Yes, I agree for that. One skill is not enough for the jobs. We need to improve ourselves. We can develop practical skills and coding skills for future jobs.
We need to improve our communication skills also.
That is also very much important. So when we need to explain ourselves in a good way, we need a good communication. So with this, I conclude that continuous learning is very much important for all of us. Even the current generations and the future generations should have the proper knowledge on the continuous learning.
Thank you.
Okay, stay there. Uh, I believe I wanted you to have a discussion for 5 minutes on every problem as an opportunity for innovation. Every problem is an opportunity for innovation. I'll give you 3 minutes time. You can happily have your normal discussion, and after 3 minutes, I'll go with the evaluation process. You can discuss general discussion. Else? Come closer.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ketan. My registration number is 5P8.
My name is Raghuram. My registration number is 5P7.
Hi, everyone. My registration number is 5P1. Hello, everyone. My registration number is 5P4. My registration number is 509. My registration number is 5P9. My registration number is 5Q1.
And I'm 5P5.
So today we're going to have a group discussion on the topic about the future belongs to lifelong learners. I believe this statement is more accurate than ever right now. What do you guys think about this? I also agree with you, Ketan, because nowadays we are to update ourselves because nowadays software industries are like to take employees which are who are advanced and update themselves to adopt the new technologies and the futures definitely.
Only graduation is help to the job, but the job will come to the skills. For example, any one person is in a job, they have to know the skills which in this one they in this present situation there is running in Java. That the future that there is a JavaScript, and we have to learn the JavaScript, and then we have to communicate with each other's clients, and we are talk, and there is a problem to solve.
I partially agree, but technologies are not important, but they depend only on the technologies, and they also improve our self tracking and
Nowadays AI will coming the job, then AI only it will take all the problems. Then we have to learn the prompt engineering. We have to communicate easy to the clients. It
definitely.
is the time to save the time.
Yeah, I won't agree with Asha and also agree with Raghuram because technology plays a huge role, especially for engineers. I won't talk about engineers, but for everyone because we are using in our daily lives. Daily, we are using LLMs, we are using AI agents for building, for understanding, for learning. We are doing everything. It makes our work much easier and which helps us. Spend a lot of time with our family and it also reduces our stress. Yes, and also AI is playing a huge role in our lives, and definitely we need to learn new technologies in order to keep up with the industry because as the industry is expecting a lot from us, the normal academic methods are not enough because that is traditional learning. But the entire education system and the expectations of industry has changed a lot, and they want us they do not expect us to tell a few things about the basic fundamentals. They are expecting lots of projects using the uh, AI technologies, and also we are not going to do small things there in the industry.
Nowadays, online courses and certifications are more important to update and to complete our new technologies. Learning help us to stay focused, and continue learning help us adapt to change. Nowadays, technologies are change very quickly.
The degree only help us to the college purpose, and the skills help us to the present future purpose.
Technology and jobs are changes is quickly. BTech certificate is not enough. Improves our communication skills and coding skills also.
With whose point did you connect to? You are connecting with someone's point, no dear. You only. You're supporting someone's point and you are connecting it to them, right? First acknowledge them and then you tell your points. And don't be in a hurry. It is like as if you have kept some points in your mind and throwing it out. So better connect them. Connect it.
And I want to tell one thing, that some of them saying that AI, what do you say, artificial intelligence, it has been built from, it has recently came in 2022 or 24, like that. Before, we don't have it. How they get it? It is a learning technique which has improved from 90s, 80s, and 1950s to till now. So they are learning continuously to develop new things. So we have to learn continuously to develop other things which are not in present but also in future. So I think that continuous learning will help much more efficiently and much more gratefully that help to others, which are for our future selves, to reduce our stress or anything. So some of them saying that continuous learning may, some of them, not your, but other the world, they're saying that if you learn too much, then you can get a headache or a stress feeling. So you may lose your mental abilities like that. But it also helps to build our mental abilities to peak levels, so that we can much more grow the industries or the IT sectors or the other things to peak level to get a better result in futures.
I agree with you, but nowadays they have no technologies like AI. So people are focused on the learning books. So they help us to improve our skills and knowledge. So they is easy to get a job. So
But
what
actually, I have said that in 90s, 80s, or 1950s, there is no technology. So they have learned something and they have developed it and they have given to the future themselves. So from there, they continue. And they learn the books also, they have learned the books. There's no AI to learn it from. Nowadays, we are searching in ChatGPT or Copilot. There are no such things. So they have developed a new thing to give us, and they gave us. So we have taken that adaptability and building the new ones. So in future there will be other names. If it is ChatGPT, then it will be like gives up something name, random name they can keep. So like that actually.
I agree with you. Without continuous learning, there is no jobs. No.
acknowledge your words, Nathan, because the people need to learn a lot. But people are now doing passive learning. They are not doing active learning. Only curiosity and interest will make them a lifelong learners in that particular thing. You have mentioned that from 1950s onwards they have developed bit by bit. It's because of interest and curiosity. That's why they have come up to this stage. Without that, I don't think we cannot build such type of things or learn or explore that much of space of that particular domain.
So as I have said you the same, dear, in the same way, Hari sir is also addressing you people through the chat, and he is also asking, are we just discussing or just sharing our opinions?
We are discussing and also sharing.
You're just sharing, and there is no connection observed. For the connection, you are using only one phrase that I agree with you. That's it. The discussion must be very natural. If I ask you to have a discussion on the movie you watched last night, will you discuss the same way? You come in a very natural way, right? You may ask people, hey, I loved this scene very much. In this scene, this person's character is really astonishing. Even I believe you also liked it, right? Or else you tell me, is this song at the right perfect place or not? And which character did you like? And when someone says about a movie or a song, yeah, even I liked it. You say, right? You connect it. Are you connecting like that? What about others? Are you connecting in such a way? Generally, if you have to talk about it, talk about something like there is a family function at your house. All of you sit together, you decide for the decor, you decide for the clothing, you decide for the guests and all. Will you talk like this? Are we going to call these people if someone says, what do you say? Yes, we definitely have to call them because they called us for the other day for so and so function. What do you say, Ra? You may ask. That connection we want, that is what you have to practice. How natural it should be is like it should come out of your own connective way. That is totally missing. You are giving your point, you're giving your point, just saying that I agree with you, and you're going for the different point, or you're giving your example, you're giving your evidence. But first connect it with his own sentence. For example, he was mentioning about AI. You start with the example for his opinion, and then you tell him that, yeah, this is my perception also, even on the point you have shared. As you have mentioned, all these, why do you leave? That naturality I wanted, that is missing. Yeah. Shall we have the other sub-team here? I hope they'll not do these mistakes. Be the smart learners. You come back, take your time, and come again for the discussion. Come, go. I'm not telling that you are completely wrong. I am just asking you for the natural connection, which is not seen or observed. Got it? You are actually you good. You have some points in your mind. But how do you connect it with others' opinion also matters, right? And if one person is struggling, the other person must take their chance. You put them into their shoes and help them to complete the point. Got it? Come up with the right initiation. Yeah,
Should we change the
I'll
headline?
do it. You may start.
Good morning, everyone. I am 5Q Not. So today we are here to participate in a group discussion. So the topic is every problem leads to an innovation. So Gnan Plus Anna, in according to your opinion, so what is really innovation is?
Innovation is a creative and logical thinking. So we should think logically. What are the problems in our surroundings? What are the problems we are facing? And we should
we have an
think it
interesting
creatively
topic to
how we
discuss
can
on.
help to solve that problem. So that is what the creative thinking is.
I disagree with you. Innovation is not a create. Does that mean creating a new thing? New thing. And innovation is creating a existing system or product which is cheaper, easier, and easy to operate. So that can be called innovation.
As a Purva, in your terms and as well as Gnan Plus Anna terms, as you both said, the two ways were also right. So according to my perception, so like in our topic title only, every problem leads to an innovation. So whenever we are going to create a something new thing, so we may face many problems, like we may stuck at any situation. So from there we will be getting an idea, so we may improve into a new track. So that's where the innovation starts from. So
What you said exactly right, Harshita. The innovation means not only about solving the problems, it also identifying the problems is also main important. For example, let us take the SpaceX. Before the space missions are so expensive, but the Elon Musk has been identified the problem that we have to use the rockets, reusable rockets. In first time he has been failed. After failing several times, he has identified all the problems in the rocket, and finally he has been launched the reusable rocket.
Yes, I agree with your example. First, we have to find the problem, and then we have to find many solutions. Then we choose the best one.
Yes, I agree for that. Problem is facing when we think for to solve the problem. So we have to skills and knowledge to solve the problem.
That's right. We need to improve our skills to identify the problem first. If you identify the problem, you can use your team to assign some roles and manage the problem. And teamwork, more people gives us to think differently. Many people think different. Uh, then we get to innovative idea.
Request.
I will agree with your point. Every problem is gives a leads to think differently and solves a creative innovation. And the every problem is encouraging to identify the main problem and gives a different innovation. For example, we take a phone pay transactions. Nowadays, all are through pay the
done in an effective way with a cheaper and reducing cost. So, what are you thinking about this innovation?
I would just add a point. Nowadays, we are all create not an innovation. We also exist and improve the also in existing methods. So we improve the existing method to develop, and that is also useful to all.
I just want to add some real life example. As we can see that our super seniors has been struggling with the English. So at this point, the Hari sir identified that the students are so struggling with English. So Sir Hari sir just identified the problem and make the solution that we are English lab.
Yes, yes, I do agree about that because communication skills are very much important in the current industries. So we have the problem and we identified the solution and we are practicing on it to make it effective.
So as now we are all college students and studying, so what problem you are facing in this college and which problem you want to turn it in a solution, like in an innovation manner?
Let's take an example and common problem, traffic problem. Technology is used to help us to better navigation and better problem solution for traffic solution.
We think about the face recognition. So manually taking the attendance nowadays is not a good thing as our AI on all the innovations are increasing. So if we keep the attendance by image recognition so that it will be very much useful and saves our.
So this is our group discussion. Thank you.
Thank you.